Well, after our most successful season yet, winning the Premier League title, we go into what could be the final season of this series with just one more trophy to top it all off, the Champions League. We have got a transfer special for you today, looking to improve that squad to take that final step of the journey. Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2024 and another part of non-league to Champions League with South Shields. Today we'll be reviewing the last season where we have won the Premier League and the UEFA Super Cup, and we will be looking to improve the squad ahead of next season. Thank you very, very much for all of the support. I know that the people that are still watching the series, still with us, are really, really enjoying it. So thank you very, very much. Leave a comment down below, all of that good stuff. Thank you very much for the people that come back every single day, updating me on your saves. You know, we've seen Bradford saves in there that have turned into Frankfurt saves, I think it was, and you know, people from all over the world really getting involved in this series, and it's just been an absolute pleasure. And I know we are getting towards the end of this part of the journey, but thank you very much for all of that. And if you are somebody that enjoys the other content on the channel, there will be some coming this very week. I do plan on bringing F1 Manager 2023 back for the start of the F1 season this weekend. So hopefully you'll tune into that and show that some love as we finish off that season 4 and the Williams part of that journey. But yeah, looking forward to getting into all of that. But today our main focus is our transfer special, and we start that as always with our end of season reviews. We'll look at our new arrivals. Our signing of the season has been given to Marvin Loré, who we have given 2.5 million to now. Of course, I tested out that transfer glitch with Marvin Loré. He was somebody that was running out of contract, and we decided to give it a little test, and I showed you guys in the first episode of the season. But he has been amazing. 19 goals, 8 assists in 38 starts, and he is deservedly the signing of the season. Aurélien Velleman has come in from Shaw, £22 million, 10 starts he made, 6 assists this season. I think he's going to be our long-term replacement for Chamadeu, but very, very happy with him this year. Sandro Tonali came in from Newcastle for £41.5 million. It was a lot of money, but he became available and we decided to splash the cash, even though he is a player who's probably only got a couple of years left, and he's been very influential. 5 goals, 9 assists and a 7.14. I think he's a big reason of why we have won the Premier League. We splashed the cash on Rooney Bargi in January, £76 million on him, 13 starts, 3 goals, 7 assists. He's going to be a very much key part of what's going forward. And Nye, we brought him in on loan. He will be joining us permanently. 19 goals and 5 assists in 25 starts. Matthias de Ligt came in the final half of the season, was very, very good cover at centre-back. Rodri was probably the only failure, I would suggest, of all of our summer signings. We brought him in on loan, but he's not somebody that's really played at all, and he will be going at the end of the year. And Soren Thompson has come in for a fee that could reach £106 million by the end of it, and he's been absolutely awesome. 27-year-old, 6.89 average rating, 2 goals, 39 starts, has been a rock at centre-back for us. In terms of transfers out, James Garner did very well over in Al Ittihad. Alexander's done a good job this season. Novotny went to Saudi Arabia and got 15 goals, 15 assists. Julio Pabon went to Juventus and actually had a very good season, 19 goals for him. Badouri went to Besiktas. Brody Hughes, of course, went out to Al-Shabaab, had an excellent season. Karim Konate, 8 goals for him this year. Brockstedt went to Crystal Palace, helped save them from relegation. Cromie gone out to Sheffield Wednesday. Morel out to Sunderland as well. And, good to see some of those names still knocking about in the save. But we did win the Premier League. We won it in the end by 10 points. We did lose 2 of our final 3 matches against Manchester United and Chelsea. But we did win on the last day of the season against Liverpool, which I'm really, really thrilled about. But an excellent season. 10 points clear of Newcastle in second place, and a really, really top quality season from us, finishing 21 points ahead of 4-time defending champions Chelsea. Champions League, we got to the quarter-final, knocked out by Manchester United, who were very quickly becoming our bogey team, it has to be said. We hadn't lost a single European match up until that point against Man United, and lost 2 in a row. We beat AC Milan in the UEFA Super Cup. We got the 5th round of the FA Cup, went out to Manchester City, really tough draws in that one. And we went out in the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup to Arsenal and lost the FA Community Shield to Chelsea. So it could have been a better season in terms of success, but we won the Premier League. That is pretty awesome. Our biggest win of the season was in the European South American Club Challenge, 6-0 against Almagro. Match to remember was 4-1 against Brest, and goal of the season was Marvin Larray, and we'll have a little look at that if we can. It was his 38-minute goal, so we'll have a little gander at what this looked like. Can't remember this one being on camera, so intrigued to see what it was. Here he was, Larray on the right-hand side, cut inside, and it's a good goal, but for that to be goal of the season, I think that actually finished second in the whole competition for that. Anyway, sponsorship went up to £28 million, broadcast revenue slightly down, corporate and hospitality slightly down as well, but competition prize money up to 89.7 million, and our match day commercial and revenue slightly down on previous seasons, but we're now a continental reputation team. Wanyeri got the most shirt sales, Tonali, Larray, Rooney and Coutinho behind that, but 32.5 million. I think that's an awesome amount of merchandise to sell, and this was our best 11 of the season. Alan Murphy in goal with Chamadeo, Masudi, Thompson and Matson in defence, Donadel and Tonali in defensive midfield positions, with Larray, Patterson and Wanyeri starting behind Ekedy, Mora up top. Some of the accolades then: fans player of the season was Junior Chamadeo, young player of the year was Donadel, signing of the season went to Marvin Larray, goal of the season went to Larray, top goal scorer was Ekedy Mora with 25, most assists was Chamadeo with 24, most player of the matches was Chamadeo as well, highest average rating, and most passes completed per 90 was Matthias de Ligt. Junior Chamadeo won most assists by a player in the season. He's broke that record, and some competition awards. European Golden Boy was won by Coutinho, and the English player's young player of the year was Alessandro Donadel. We won 5 Manager of the Month awards and won the Manager of the Year award. Very, very good. We started better than anyone would have expected and continued in that vein, storming all the way to the title. That spell of football at the start of the season was the making of South Shields. It really set them up for success. Okay, so what's the plan then in terms of our summer dealings? Well, Nathan Collins will be leaving the club on a free transfer. We've set Matthias de Ligt for release. Rodri is going to be leaving the club on a free transfer. Nye's going to be joining us on a permanent deal. And then we really need to think about, where does this side go? I mean, if we saw it in terms of age, some of the players that are getting on a bit, of course, Sandro Tonali, still an elite level player. Ian Matson is somebody that I think is probably coming to the end. He's 33 years old, played a little bit less towards the end of the season, but still very regular starter for us in that left-back position and played very well. So I certainly won't complain if we've still got Ian Maatsen next season, but I think a left-back would be a sensible acquisition. I think Junior Chamadeu at the very least will be an excellent backup to have in that right-back position. He's just performing wonders, isn't he? He's getting better every single year. That it's by far his best season for us since joining all the way back in 2029. 15 assists in the Premier League. It probably was, it was the most assists of anyone. So that's pretty amazing. But he's got this guy breathing down his neck, Aurélien Wellerman, who, 7.28 average rating and got 5 assists in a fraction of the playing time, and maybe we need to think about that and consider that going forward. Rooney Bargy is 29. He's the next oldest player, but actually, we've got a team that is well within their prime, and certainly some of these down here are only coming into their prime. The likes of Mora, the likes of Nye, the likes of Donadel, Bettino, Donovan Robinson down there, Wellerman, Nigu, all of those players can still improve. Gressman's only 24, Masudi's only 25. I mean, it seems like he's been with us for years. He's now completed his 3rd full season with us, and he's only 25. So it's pretty crazy, actually, when you look from Danny Patterson downwards, that they're all 27 and under. And we need to continue in that vein of recruitment, of getting those top quality players, and beefing out our squad with a few more English talents, I think would be the way I'm looking to improve. But I think top of the list for me is another centre-back to go alongside Soren Thompson in that position, and a left-back. I think those are the 2 main positions we need to improve. We've got 2 very high-quality strikers. We've got Chevalier there, who will continue to play his part. So I'm pretty happy with the rest of the team. We just need a new star left back and a new star centre back to go alongside Thompson, and either or are fine, because Masudi can play at centre back, but if we don't find a left back, he can move out there again and play his part from that position. But I'll push forward, and I'll see you guys if and when we come across some transfer dealings. Okay, first signing of the summer transfer window then is going to be Omar Nelson, who is 18-year-old Swedish wonder kid, left back. He looks awesome. Came up on the scout reports, as you can see, A-, 3-star ability, 5-star potential. I think he probably fits the bill of our left back straight away. Decent crossing, decent pace, good passing, good technique. That's what I'm looking for, really. And a very, very versatile player, can play at defensive midfield if we need him. And 10.5 million, we can't really complain about that. That's an excellent deal to start off our transfer window. Well, an interesting moment as a former club captain will be leaving us. Hamid Gressman has agreed to join Wolfsburg. We have given him a £1 million payoff, but he will be joining them for £53 million. It is a tricky one to say bye to. He's been a top quality performer over the years, but we did sign him for 1.6 million. It's a huge profit for us. He didn't really play too much last season, and he was unhappy at the club, causing a bit of trouble. Similar vein for Hoyenhal. He is going to be joining Derby on pretty much a free transfer. He's been with us for donkey's years now. Actually played 7 games for us in the Premier League last season. Got 3 clean sheets. He's not a terrible backup by any stretch of the imagination. So we are going to have to go out there and sign another goalkeeper. But I thought I'd keep you in the loop on some of the players heading out of South Shields. Okay, this could be a very good signing. We are signing Elise Ben Sagir. He is coming in on a free transfer. He's been playing out at Monaco all of his career, done a very good job there. Comes in as a leading Premier League player, 4-star ability. He's as good as Loré or Bettino, well, better than Bettino, to be honest, to come straight in there as an attacking midfielder. He could be an awesome signing on a free transfer. Obviously, he's been released by his club, and we managed to beat the Saudi teams to get his signature. So very, very happy with that one. Well, another big transfer move. Alex Seone moving to Juventus for £65 million. Huge deal for us there. Another massive amount of money in the bank as well. And you've got to say, we're going to have a lot of money to spend towards the end of this transfer window, which is where I think you get the best deals, to be honest with you. Okay, another signing for us then. Sebastian Bassi is joining us from AC Milan on an initial loan deal. We can or will make it permanent for £15.5 million at the end of the season. He's 31 years old, definitely a very, very good player. 3.5-star ability, 3.5-star potential. He's coming in and he is going to be pretty much as good as Soren Thompson in centre-back. Masoudi's up there as well, and Nigu. So I think we've got our big signings. He's another big name signing, which is really, really good. So yeah, really happy with our transfer business so far, and we have barely spent anything. We have got £165 million in the transfer kitty, £706,000 in the wage budget. We can go and sign a couple more elite players for that sort of money. Okay, quite a big transfer deal out, £60 million. Nick Oliver is going to be joining Manchester United. Now, of course, we signed him for £46 million a couple of years ago. He played 31 times for us last season. To be fair, I thought he'd played a lot less than that, which is why I was happy to let him go. But he did play a hell of a lot of matches for us, and well, yeah, he is joining Manchester United for £60 million. Okay, first game of the season. I know it's been a bit of a shorter transfer special, but quite honestly, we've got the business that we wanted done. I know we've got a lot of money to spend, and I think we will go out there and sign some more depth players. We certainly need another goalkeeper in the squad. We need probably another defensive midfielder now that we've let Nick Oliver go. But this is the team that I've put together. Alan Murphy in goal, Vuelemin at right back. He's now a 3.5-star player. Bassi, Thompson and Nelson forming a fairly new look defence. Tonali and Donadel will hold the midfield with Loré, Bensagir and Wanyeri starting behind Ekadi Mora up top. Really looking forward to tomorrow to see where we get to. We did also sign this guy on a free transfer, Olivier Aertsen. I did show you him sort of before the season was out. He came in on a Bosman. We'd already arranged to do that. So we've now got, 5 excellent central defenders. We've got Ian Matson still knocking around the club as a backup left back to Masoudi. Shamadeu is still going to be amazing, you would imagine. But we are going to be trying Vuelemin from the start of the season, and we'll see where we get to with that. In terms of our pre-season, very, very strong indeed, beating Burton Albion, AGF, whoever they are, Al Ettifaq, Saarbrücken, Porto and Ajax in James McGeorge's testimonial match, who was here right at the start of the series. He's probably the last remaining guy that is still in there. Although Albie Fletcher is still there as well. He was in there in the very first season. Lewis Lukeman is still in there. They're all playing for the under-21 team and have been for the longest time, essentially. They've never actually played for us in the series, but they are still knocking around, which I think is quite funny, really, that James McGeorge got himself a a testimonial match, and it's amazing that he's still playing. You know, he's not on a contract. He's sort of on a month-to-month contract, if you like. His contract expired probably in 2024. He's just been sticking around the club. Nobody's ever put in an offer for him. He's just played reserve football for who are now Premier League champions. It's quite hilarious that this guy is just turning up. Nobody knows who he is, but he won't go away. That's kind of how we feel. Sorry, James, if you're watching, but yes, really looking forward to it. I think it's been a decent transfer window. I think we've certainly got rid of a lot of players that are dead wood, if you like, for large sums of money, and we did that a couple of years ago. And I think certainly over the next couple of episodes, you'll see me delve into that transfer market and get some more really top quality players, elite players that we probably need to go and win the Champions League. I think it would be, maybe another left winger, another defensive midfielder. But, I think we're very, very strong in all positions. Another goalkeeper, I suppose. If we can go and sign the world's best goalkeeper, that might change it. That might turn what is an incredible team into world's best. And yeah, I don't know. We've got plenty of money to spend it. We'll have to think hard about it. But if you have enjoyed it, give it a massive thumbs up down below. Subscribe for daily Football Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.